It's time. It's time for the patented Tournament Arc intro. Hello. Oh. You want to do it?
I tried. I can't believe it.
It's perfect. It's perfect every time. I love it.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Tournament Arc, episode 4? Is it episode 4?
I think so.
Episode 4, not including 0.
Yeah.
So we've done 5.
Episode 5.
We've done 5 of these, but this is episode 4.
That's why I celebrated, because it was so good.
Because we did 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
What are you trying to complicate?
I'm not. I'm not trying to, I just am. Turn Pokemon off. Turn it off.
Why?
Because we're working.
Because, yeah.
We're not working.
Turn Pokemon off. Now, as you may or may not know, we are going to review a bunch of anime shows. We're now doing 7 different ones, because 3 of them have been knocked out. Radiant was knocked out last week. A week before that, Miss Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood kicked off. And the week before that, Anime Yell.
I forgot about that.
The very first show, made 1 episode in, was kicked out. So now we have 7. You have Run with the Wind, My Sister, My Rider, Karakuri Circus, That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, Goblin Slayer, Hinamaru Sumo, and Boarding School Juliet. Are our 7 shows. So, let's start with the first one. I'm going to pick a random one, close my eyes. That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 4. So we always do 1 vote before and 1 vote after, so it gives each show 6.
Always, because we forget half.
We're supposed to do 1 vote before, 1 vote after.
We forget.
So The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, triple advanced. It has yet to get a single knockout vote in all the episodes. Let's see if it can keep it up.
Yeah.
Alright. Episode 4. Slimy, the goblins, and the wolves make it to the Dwarf Kingdom. Slimy takes just loser goblin with him to be his guide and leaves the rest on the outskirts. He immediately gets into a fight with a bunch of human adventurers and is arrested for being too awesome. While in Dwarf Jail, there's an accident in one of the mines. Slimy becomes a hero when he uses his skills to make healing potions for all the injured. As a hero, he is introduced to the city's best blacksmith. He asks the blacksmith to come back to Goblin Village with him, but he can't because he has an impossibly difficult sword order. No problem. Using the magical crystals he ate in the caves, Slimy busts out 20 of these swords in a matter of seconds. To reward him, the dwarves throw a party for him at the fan service bar, and while they are celebrating, a mysterious cape-wearing mystery man waits for them outside. Did I miss anything?
Not really, no.
I think I hit all the spots.
Yeah, I think.
Awesome episode. Loved the scene where he had to multiply the swords.
Why did you like that scene?
Because it was funny and it just kept the comedy ongoing.
Like which parts?
It was consistent.
Be specific.
You guys help me, don't just pressure me.
What you like? I like this scene. Alright, why do you like this scene? What happened in it?
Because it was just funny.
You're the worst. You're the worst.
Okay, you start off.
Alright. My favourite scene of the episode was probably the prison scene. When he's like sitting in there and it's just like they've got this little slime ball in a jail cell that's going to do absolutely nothing because he just walks straight out through the bars, and then they need like healing potions and he just makes a whole barrel of it. It's like I was saying before we got cut off. He just has all this stuff in him that he can just make.
He did
this
Cat's Cradle.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to as well. And then he's bored, so he's just like using his like super special skills, like his sticky webs and his steel webs. And he's like doing like the knitting stuff with it, and it just kept coming up on the screen. Not a skill. He's just bored. Passing the time.
Yeah. And he's like, he hung the guy up like his guide. He was like, still passing the time. Hilarious to him.
Yeah, that's how you talk about a scene. You don't just say, I like the prison scene. Why? It was funny, and it had comedy.
Then you start. Don't just pressure me. Peter, you say something for this episode.
I'm just enjoying the back and forth. You do. This is my favourite part about the anime.
What? The arguments at the end?
You're the worst.
He's the worst.
Anyway, I
It's just a
enjoyed it.
good, consistent show.
Yeah.
That's really it. I can't think of anything about it that's particularly amazing. Like, I'm trying to look back and like, is the music awesome? I like the music. Like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Is the animation amazing? It's good. It's not like breathtaking,
Yeah.
you know? Is the story good? Yes, story's good. I'm fairly interested. I'm not the most hooked on it. You know, I'm not like going, what's going to happen next? I can't wait.
I am.
Well, I mean, I am, but not to the same extent I am with a couple other shows.
Yeah, true.
You know? It's more like, I don't know, I finish it, I enjoy it, I do want to watch the next one, but I'm not like crazy hyped, can't wait.
I mean, I felt like this episode was really quick because it was good. Like, it just felt like this episode was way too quick.
Yeah. But no, it's a good, consistent show.
It's a good time.
Always funny, always entertaining.
Always a good time.
Yeah, always like has genuine story points that make me want to know what's going to happen next. The world building, there's so much world building that's happened, and it's not been too complicated just yet.
Yeah.
The only thing like that got close to that was when was it episode 1 or episode 2? It showed those like two humans in the room like talking about like trading between kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a little lost as to what that meant, but that's like the only part of the world building it's kind of lost me on.
Here's a good question. Do you reckon this show will go for 12 episodes or 24?
12.
Really?
Maybe 24 because
Nah.
only because in the intro he's mostly in his human form and he hasn't got it yet, and we're 4 episodes in.
I reckon that would be like the end of it, like the end of the season.
But then why would he be in his human form the entire intro?
Because that's the opening. Like, opening's opening.
Yeah.
That's true.
Speaking of opening, what are people's thoughts on this one?
I like it. The music is really
Can you
good.
remember the tune?
No, I can't sing the tune, but I know it and it's good. It works with the
I skipped the
animation.
intro, to be honest with you.
You skip this one? I pretty much watch all the intros.
Mm-hmm.
There's none that I like really don't like.
There's one that I
I only
skipped.
watched the Goblin Slayer intro.
I don't like the Goblin Slayer intro.
Get out.
We'll
good.
maybe get to that. I don't like the Goblin Slayer intro that much.
It's because you're weird. It's just because it's not, like, fast-paced. It's just...
It's we're not talking about Goblin Slayer right now.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, just quick comparing this show to Goblin Slayer. They're both based in very similar worlds, but they're so I thought maybe I'd get a little confused at first between like the consistencies between them. Like if I watched one straight after the other, and then when I watched one next week, I'm trying to remember like, now did that happen in Goblin Slayer or did that happen in this one? You know, when like the human trading stuff.
Yeah.
When I would like be like 6 episodes in, if that's not referenced again, I'd be thinking, now are they talking about that in Goblin Slayer or in The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime? Because they're so similar. You know, they're both fantasy worlds with these creatures and goblins and dwarves and monsters.
Yes.
I thought I might get a little confused between the two, but both of them have done such a good job building unique worlds that there's no chance of like any sort of confusion.
No.
Like a worse show could absolutely confuse me. Neither of these shows have. So, to continue on with its consistency, it's getting a consistent, I believe, 6 out of 6 again.
Mm-hmm.
The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime.
Has it ever got 5 out of 6?
It's never got anything less than an advance from everyone.
That's awesome.
It has yet to lose. So moving on from The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, let's go into Goblin Slayer, seeing as we were already talking about it.
Had to make sure it was wrong.
Yeah.
Alex's seal of approval.
Oh, and seal of approval. They did it. They did the thing we asked them to do. They stuck with the cave. Oh, I'll do my synopsis. Goblin Slayer, Episode 4. Our newly formed D&D party enter their first dungeon, a goblin's nest. They come across an elf that is being held prisoner. They rescue her, sending her away using one of the lizard man's spells. The group then finds the main nest. They use sleeping spells on all the goblins and then slaughter them all while they are unconscious. Once all the goblins are dead, the big bad, an ogre who was granted the goblins as an army by the demon lords, finds the party. We get an awesome fight scene, and the ogre has the gang on the ropes until Goblin Slayer pulls out an ultimate badass move. Using one of his magical scrolls, He defeats the ogre without even breaking from his casual walk. He then kills the monster, delivers some more badass lines, and then the gang leave the dungeon, leaving the rest of the cleanup to a passing elf army.
Good episode.
Goblin
Awesome.
Slayer.
It was so cool. All of the action scenes were awesome.
There wasn't all the action scenes. There was only one action scene, but it was a fantastic action scene.
Yeah, it was a fucking good episode.
And we learn, I think, what all the people's classes are.
Yeah.
We have Goblin Slayer was obviously a warrior. Priestess Chick's obviously a priestess. The elf is a ranger.
Mm.
The dwarf was a mage, which I didn't see coming.
No.
And I think the lizard man's a shaman.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure he's a shaman because he was using like elemental magic, which is like in D&D like real shamany. Oh, he might not be a shaman.
It might be a druid.
He might be. Yeah, he might not be a shaman because they do have. I think I'm thinking druid. Shaman is World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Druid, not shaman, because shamans are goblin leaders.
Yeah.
Right.
Druids do a lot of things with bones and stuff.
No, druids are more about the elements.
Really?
I play a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know about druids. They're about nature and stuff. So he doesn't seem too druidy, but he could be.
Yeah, I love this cast of characters. I love them. I don't know why. I just do.
I'm still not getting much out of the new three.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
I'm really not feeling much out of them.
I mean, they haven't done much, but I do like them.
Why do you like them?
Because they're all different. They're all got their own little gimmicks.
Like,
The dwarf guy and the dwarf guy's always got fire wine.
right?
The elf girl is like supposed to be brave, but she's really always scared of something. Like
When?
during that entire quest, she was like, "I can't handle this. I can't handle this, but I have to."
No, she didn't.
She
She
did.
she came across the elf prisoner,
Hmm.
and then once they rescued her, she was fired up the entire time. At no point ever did she say, "I can't handle this."
She did at the start.
Yeah,
Right.
she did at the start. Like, when they first found her, she was like,
Yeah, but
I
she
can't
didn't.
handle this. And then she like, alright, I've got to do stuff.
Yeah, she wasn't
Like,
like,
Goblin Slayer went, alright, I don't have time to babysit you.
yeah.
Either come with us and, like, get your shit together or leave.
Yeah, and it's just
And then she went, fine, I'll come.
all these characters make Goblin Slayer's like character just better.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not getting much out of these characters, but every interaction Goblin Slayer has with them makes him better. They all make
Yeah.
Goblin Slayer look
The
better.
start scene where they're like, "We need to cover you in Goblin's blood," and then she's like,
Oh,
"How do you
yeah,
handle
that was-
this?" I'm used to it.
That was
Goblin's like,
great. I forgot
going
about
in.
that. Like,
You'll get used to it.
like
Yeah.
even like the humor parts where he just see his helmet like slowly getting closer
Yeah.
to her.
It's just funny.
It did have a good couple laugh moments in this one, which
And
I
it was a
wasn't
good-
expecting.
And some of the scenes, like, they thought out of the box as well. Like, they used a sleeping spell, and they used another spell that, like, cancelled sound.
Yeah, like sound nullification and
Yeah.
like one that put them all to sleep.
And that's a good combo. And then using the scroll that's used for a teleporter.
Yeah,
But he put the teleporter in, like...
he did it in reverse.
Yeah.
Like rather than teleporting himself there, he teleported all the water
Yeah.
to him.
And that's just like...
And then they finally found a reason why that girl at episode 3, she came into it. That weird woman chick.
Which one?
You know, the one with the purple
Oh, the
hair.
witch.
Yeah, the witch.
Well, yeah, because we got told like she was like he made me do something real weird with one of the scrolls, and it was put it at the bottom of the ocean
Yeah.
and just like link it there, and that's why.
And he's good at thinking outside the box, and that's his character.
And what I like as well is like if the priestess girl had come up to him and been like, "The witch told me like you were doing weird stuff. What is it?" He wouldn't like try and hide it and be like, "Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter." He would have just been like, "Yeah, no, I got her to put a scroll at the bottom of the ocean so that I
Yeah.
could have water pressure." He would just tell her he's
Yeah.
not like he doesn't
Doing
care
what
what people think about him. Like
Yeah.
he'll just tell him what he's doing.
What's even better is like the priestess chick wouldn't be like, "Why? Why would you do that?" She'd be like, "Alright, whatever."
Yeah, I feel like she's starting to get the hang of it.
Yeah, like
Like
when she just got covered in goblin blood. She's like, "Yeah, you get used to it."
Yeah,
It was a funny joke, but
it
she does just
a
she
joke
just
with
does
meaning.
it. Yeah, she
Yeah.
just does it. I bet at first she probably wasn't too keen on it, but
No,
now she's like, "Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do."
you just get used to it.
And her protection spell against the fireball.
Yeah,
She had to use 2, which, you know,
Because anime. It
Well,
just had to be used.
She's like
she's a rookie.
porcelain.
Yeah.
You gotta remember.
she used all the miracles.
Like,
up.
she's like, I'm pretty sure everyone was silver rank except her.
Yeah, I think they are. The mage did not carry his weight
No.
at all. He did the one fire wine trick. Like, did he do the nullification or did he do the sleep?
I think he did the sleep.
Yeah, he put them to sleep and then added nothing after that.
Yeah, I could admit he did not do much.
It's like
this
Threw some
episode.
rocks.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna use rocks. Go pebbles. Bah, 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 bah.
He like grew stones. It's like the stones grew and
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
sent the stones.
And
Just didn't do
he took
anything.
forever to do it because
Yes.
the rangy chick's like, "Come on, old man. Like, what's taking you so long?"
It's like, it takes a while to
Yeah.
grow stones.
it's like it'll take a while, but it'll be worth it. It wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth it.
He didn't do anything. Lizard Man with his lizard skeleton.
Hmm.
That was cool. He had 2 of them. He used one to pick up the elf that was the prisoner and like run her home.
yeah, that was cool.
I don't understand with like the priestess. She can only like use 3 spells at a time.
That's how D&D works.
Yeah, but it's like, but why? Like, can you level that up so like you
Yes.
use more?
Yeah. As you level up, you can use more. And
it's
you can
like
use more
3
complicated
of
ones.
each, or is it one? Like you can use 1 heal, 1 protection,
No, no,
and 1
it's
thingy.
you have 3 spells. You can use 3 spells, and it can be 3 of the same one of each, 2 of one and 1 of the other. Like if you have
Okay.
3, and then as you level up, you'll unlock more spells and unlock more spell slots.
Right.
But you also have as well, if this works like D&D, you might be able to use 50 different spells. But if you have 6, you have 50 spells at your disposal.
Mm.
You have something called 6 spell slots, so spell slots, and you can cast 4 a day, which means you can choose any of the 50 to go in the 6 slots, and then use any combination of those 6 4 times a day. And then the next day, you can change out those 6, and the 4 refresh.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, that's how D&D works, and this is D&D. They were in a Dungeons & Dragons dungeon. They found a map,
Yeah.
and they were looking at it. I'm like, this is a D&D map. Like I've printed off plenty. I know what they look like. It's a D&D map.
It's just good.
Well, that's
One
and
of
as
the
what
well.
we wanted.
good.
Yeah,
It was what we wanted.
if
We
you
asked for this episode, and they gave us this episode, which means they're listening
yeah,
and they're watching our show.
and if you were say if you were in a D&D campaign, going back to that, one thing you would do is you'd be walking down, you'd get to a forked path, and you could go left towards where you know the nest is, or go right towards a random room. And in the random room, you would find like a random interaction and get items that would help you in the next one, which is exactly what happened in this. You know, and then you'd come across the big bad at the very end.
Yeah, that scene was so cool.
I didn't think it was going to be an ogre. I thought it was going to be like a
One of those big
a hobgoblin,
Yeah.
or a there's a particular breed of goblin that's really big. We fought one once. Can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but the last scene where he like brings out the scroll, he's just one eye is lit up red. That's so cool.
That was awesome. What do you think that was just like an artistic choice, or do you reckon the red eye means something?
I think that's just artistic.
Yeah, I think it's such a choice.
Because you can't see his eye.
Yeah,
Like
no,
on
that's
the
true.
mask.
Like, yeah, it was like his helmet was broken.
Yeah.
And when he got knocked back and he just needed healing and stamina potions, like, just give me a healing and stamina potion. And she gave him a healing one, and then she's like, what do we do? And he just grabbed the stamina one himself, and he's like, just leave it to me.
Yeah.
I know what to do. I was saving this for a goblin nest.
he like drank it and went whoop, and he threw it, and he just kadoosh. It was just so cool.
What did he say to the ogre at the end?
I don't know.
He said something like, goblins are a bigger threat than you.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I do like how I'd never even heard of an ogre before.
Yeah.
He's like, do you not know what I am? He's like, are you a goblin? No. No, I don't know what you are. I don't care what you are. He's so cool.
Good episode.
He's so cool.
I just love everything.
I don't know where it's going from here. I have no idea where it's
I don't
it's
care,
gonna
but
go.
I'm excited
Do you think-
for it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. Do you think they're,
More goblin nests.
do you think they're going to stick together as the party, or do you think...
Probably.
I mean, they are in the intro.
Yeah.
You'd
We still need to
imagine.
meet the cowgirl.
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't bring this show down.
I think that's probably just going to be I think that's maybe a dumb trailer joke, and she'll only be in it for a second.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I wonder if they're going to go focus more on this demon army, or just go back and kill goblin nests.
I kind of want them to go back and kill goblins.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know for a fact now the ranger passionately hates goblins, because you don't mess with elves, because elves will come back at you.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
What's
Good
next?
episode.
Next, we have Let Us Do Hinamaru Sumo.
What? Why? Did you knock out?
Yeah,
Why?
I'll get into why shortly. It's training time for Little Yamcha and the Sumo Boys. Glasses Guy, who in this episode is affectionately and accurately nicknamed the Professor, shows how many weaknesses most of the club has by getting Armin to defeat the three other Average Joe members in bouts. The Professor then challenges Little Yamcha to a bout and beats his super special double move from the last episode with a super mega special triple move. We then found out that the Professor doesn't sumo because he has weak lungs and can't exercise for longer than 20 seconds, which raises the question, how did he get so ripped? We then get some annoying recap confirmation of stuff we already knew, like Armin will be the 5th member and the Professor is officially going to be the coach. Bonus info we get, Lil Yamcha didn't compete in middle school because his old coach told him to take 3 years to train. Bonus info, this same coach is actually the Yokozuna father of long-haired Man Mountain from the last episode.
I'm getting really bored, man.
I was bored. I was bored during this episode. The few action scenes we got,
The
weren't-
fights aren't
they're not
entertaining.
interesting.
It's like, I'm going to use my special move. No, I block it, and now I'm going to use my special move. It's like, no, I survived that. No,
They need to
now
do
I'm going to use my super duper special move.
They need to do something different, right? Other than in episode 1, he did an unbeatable move and beat the bully boy. Then in episode 2, he tried that same unbeatable move and it didn't work, so he did a second unbeatable move that did work. In the 3rd episode, he did both of those unbeatable moves. They didn't work, so he mixed them together to make an ultimate unbeatable move that did work. We're now in episode 4. He did a super mega double special move and it didn't work, and so he got beat by a super mega triple move.
Yeah.
Let me just go along and say, I'm going to get with the trend. Next episode, super mega special triple move isn't going to work, so he's going to do some super special new quadruple
move.
technique move. Like, it needs to do something different. It needs to make its fights more interesting.
But it's sumo.
I know, but they can do it. Like I was saying last week with Food Wars, you can take something that can be boring and make it interesting.
Yeah, but you can't. The well only goes so deep. Like, it's sumo wrestling. Like,
Yeah, but cooking is just cooking. And look how well it's done.
yeah, but they done it well in the sense like the ingredients and all that. Sumo was just two people just,
I reckon that there are ways to
and
make
you got to
it...
be like, and then it's like traditional sumo.
That's it. There are ways to make this interesting, but not in the style the show's going
Yeah.
for. This is we're going like by traditional, like real sumo.
Like,
Yeah,
have you
like
watched
sumo.
sumo like in real life?
Yeah.
It's not.
it's
It's
like
not.
10 seconds.
The best thing in the world.
No.
Like,
The best part of the episode was
like if it was boxing or something,
yeah.
then you'd be able to like do that a little bit differently.
That's been done. So
It's been done a
so
lot. But I mean, the best part was Armin when he was doing his fights because they were over like that, you know. But when it like stuck out with like the last fight, it's like, come on, like get on with it.
I thought
you
it was kind of cool how they got that scrawny dude to beat everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by
it's
just
like-
using like techniques.
It's like, alright, so he obviously knows his shit. Oh, his lungs is going in 20 seconds. Didn't see that coming.
yeah,
How did he get so ripped?
I don't know. It doesn't make
20
sense.
second burst.
Yeah, but did you see how out of it he was after that? He can't do anything for the next
Yeah.
day.
He's like Luffy when after he uses Gear 4,
Is Luffy just dead after Gear 4?
pretty much. He can't use Haki for like 10 minutes. And like it's just very,
It's very slow.
it's very not slow. It's just the like the way it's paced. It's like it goes like from one thing to one thing to one. It's like essentially like panel, punchline.
Punchline. When
That's essentially
Oh
what
no,
it's like.
that didn't work.
you know what I said in episode 2 that I really liked? I said that they weren't going to do the thing where they were like, this guy's going to be member number 2, and this guy's going to be member number 3, and this guy's number 4 and number 5. We're in episode 4, and we've known for 2 episodes now that this little guy is going to be the 5th member. Why did we need at the end of this episode so you're going to be the 5th member of the team speech?
Yeah,
We didn't need that.
we knew.
Like, we knew he was going to be the 5th member.
And also, why the fuck was like that professor dude? He's like, please let me be your fucking thing.
I know, he was
And
already
then-
the coach.
Yeah, he was already coach. And then the bigger dude went, please be our
Please
coach.
be our coach. Yeah.
Like, did you not listen to the conversation
Yeah.
you had 20 seconds ago? Fucking piece of shit.
On.
It's struggling.
I mean, the one other thing I kind of did like, though, was they explained why Lil Yamcha wants to be the high school guy like so bad. It's because unless he does this, he cannot become a professional sumo.
Yeah.
Like, he has to be the best in the high school.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
only 1 second.
Yeah, you don't need much. I mean, the motivation enough would be he just wants to be the best. You know, that would be enough.
Yeah.
So this is like a little extra bonus thing, I suppose. But then it was real lame how he's like, I have a new goal now. To make us the best sumo team in the Japan. It's like,
There was one cool detail at the start.
What's
That's
that?
the seaweed thing. Where like they had to bring out the seaweed, they're training.
it's been done. Hajime no Ippo did it.
I like it.
Hajime no Ippo did it.
Cool. Well, this one did it as well.
Okay, this show did it worse.
This show is worse. I haven't even seen that other one, but I know.
Hajime no Ippo is this, but better. You know all the stuff we're criticizing? How like the action's slow,
Yeah.
and there's like these
Is
weird...
it about sumo wrestling?
No, it's about boxing. It's really, really good.
Okay.
It's really good. It's I mean, I don't want to go into the plot details of Hajime no Ippo because it's like a 300 episode show.
Oh, right.
But it's this like high school kid. I think he's like 14, and he gets rescued by like a professional boxer, and then he goes back to that boxer's gym, and like he has natural talent for it because he spent his entire life like helping his mother who runs a fishing business.
Like carrying boxes.
So, like, yeah,
and
he's been carrying boxes, like, heavy boxes around, so he's built, like, leg and shoulder strength. He's been on the boats the whole time, so he's, like, getting, like, balance, and, like, you know when he's, like,
Yeah.
shifted off balance by rushing waves? He's able to, like, hold it, he's got solid core strength. So just, like, working, he's naturally built a boxer's body,
Right.
and then he just needs to get taught the techniques and shown how to punch.
Right.
But, like, the action in that, it's, like, it's slightly more exaggerated than regular boxing, which is already interesting. So when you take up the slight exaggeration level, and then it becomes really interesting. What this show does is it takes sumo, which by itself isn't that interesting, and it exaggerates it
No.
barely at all. Yeah, essentially,
The moves
No.
are exaggerated. That is
Yeah.
not the actual like sport itself.
yeah. And it's not interesting.
No offense to anyone who actually likes sumo.
Yeah, I mean, if you like sumo, this probably is a great show for you.
just we haven't.
But I don't really
I
like
just need a
sumo.
little bit more.
Yeah,
Me personally, I need a bit more.
some more. So with that, I mean, saying I
wanna see
need
what
just
happens next
are you
episode.
knocking out again. I think I'll keep it in just one more, one event because it's not the
been one
worst.
episode.
No, it's been two. It's been two pretty bad episodes, and the one before that wasn't that great either.
It's
Yeah.
been 3 bad episodes.
So the second one was pretty mediocre.
The first episode was alright.
The first episode I
It's
liked.
just gone down.
The second, yeah, I think that's fair. Its first episode was the best, then second, then third, then this one. Mm-hmm. If it keeps going that track next week, it's absolutely a double knockout for me, 100%.
Speaking of double knockout.
What'd you give it?
Oh, I'd give it a double event.
All right, so you go. Quickly explain why you liked it enough to. give it a
Oh,
double
well, I
event.
thought it was good. I mean, the fighting scenes, I mean, the triple combo thing was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
But the way he countered it was cool. It just,
How'd he counter
it did look cool.
How do you counter it?
The triple thing. But it was still looked cool.
But you don't see.
You didn't even see it.
You don't see the moves though. They're like freeze. Like it's like a still picture,
Yeah.
I agree.
and then it's like demon.
Wheel.
Spin.
Did we? We
Wheel.
also didn't see Armin beat wrestling guy. I just realised that
Yeah.
it cut away.
Yeah.
It didn't show him beat him.
No, it just showed him like that end frame, like, pushing him on the ground.
Yeah, and why didn't it show him fight him? That would have been better
Yeah,
to watch.
Because it doesn't do that.
Maybe it was too interesting and it's too hard to animate. Like, nah, we'll just keep it where, like, someone slaps the guy and then he falls out of the ring. Or
Yeah.
when we grab the big guy's leg and tip him on it.
Why?
over.
And, like, the way they do the slapping shit, like, that's boring as fuck as well. Like, this is like, dun, dun, dun. It's
They
like,
could at least make that more interesting. You know, like
leave
whoosh.
handprints on them or something.
Yeah, you could at least make it a bit more
Like, have a bit more of an impact.
bang.
But,
Or
no.
whoosh or something. Just do something more exaggeration. Do more exaggeration thing.
Is that why you're advancing it? Because you see the potential in it and you want it?
I want it to... I know what potential it can have, but that's not the reason I'm advancing it. The reason I'm advancing it is because I enjoy the character set. I know there's... I enjoy the
Fair
characters.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, none of the
I
characters
know
are
you
particularly weak. Like, that's not the weak part of the show. Like, there's
The
no...
weak part is the show.
Yeah, the weak part's the actual plot. The characters themselves are actually
The
interesting.
sport's
Oh,
bad.
good.
The characters are
Like,
good.
what makes a good show is character, story, and, like, visual sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. It's got 2 out of 3. It's got pretty nice visuals. Its visuals are middling, because it does, like,
I was
the
going to say
still...
it's got 1 out of 2.
I'd say, well...
Only, because I'm comparing the visuals to, like, Goblin Slayer and
Yeah.
Slime.
True.
And
This
every
is-
other anime.
this is-
Yeah, it is. Alright, I would say I give it 0.5
Like,
for its visuals.
My
'cause
Sister No Rider's got better
Ooh.
anime.
That's
And
a
it's better
big
style
gap.
than this one.
I definitely
This one
disagree.
looks like it was made back in, like, 2014.
this does look older.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily bad.
Like, that's
I enjoy
essentially
it.
what it'd go for. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, visual-wise, it looks like it's, like, gone back.
I would
Yeah.
give its visuals a half mark because they're not awful, but they're not great. And I'd give its
I'm not saying they're
characters.
bad. I'm saying
Yeah.
better everything else that we're watching.
Okay.
So, what's your now? Because
Alright, so you're done defending
Yeah,
it?
I've done defending it. My Sister Marta, because we already mentioned that.
Alright, I didn't watch it.
It was garbage.
I did.
It was so bad.
You fucking made me go back and watch it, so you have to watch this episode then.
Alright, if it stays in, I'll watch it.
No, you have to watch it
I have to
regardless.
watch it anyway.
Watch it right now.
I don't know. I'm not watching it right
You
now.
have- no, you don't have to watch it, but you have to watch that, because I had to watch it.
Alright, I'll watch it and I'll give my opinion on it next week. But let me just go by the trend of the last few weeks.
No, you shouldn't get a vote on this one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
Okay. Wait, how does that work? It'd be out of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already knocked out. Doesn't matter. We're already
But
knocking it out.
that only hurts the show because it has less chance to get votes.
He makes a good point. Put it up. Put it up.
He hasn't seen it, though.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't need
Or
to.
does this automatically go through?
No, no, no,
You should've
no,
watched
no, no,
You should have
no.
watched it. It's your own fault.
We're not keeping this in. I can't handle it.
Alright, here's what we're going to do for my votes. We're going to flip a coin. Alright, heads is advanced, tails is out.
Oh.
I don't understand. What is the universe doing?
No. Roger said, tails, knock out, heads advance. I flipped it, it landed on heads.
Sit down, buddy. So, hold up, you hold up your votes again. And then I'll hold up that one.
So why do you like this show, Rogers?
Yeah, why do you like this show?
Why do you want to keep it in?
Why don't I keep it in? Well, if every experience with it's like this week, so I'm quite happy with that. That's why.
Because it was so good to watch.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing
I'm
happened.
trying to think what happened.
They went on a date.
You watched it this morning. I watched you watch it this morning.
They went on a date this morning.
Yeah, the fucking redhead chick
Yeah.
is trying to. She's starting to get suspicious of the brother's not the real writer.
Okay.
So the sister thought, "Oh, take me out on a date, and maybe we can fool her, because then it shows that you're obsessed with little kids."
Do not do that.
And was that the plot? That was the episode?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then they meet that double lift chick, like in the mall. It's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's go shopping." It's like, "Oh, I just found the redhead chick randomly here. Keep in mind that they knew that they were following her. Like, she wasn't...
She wasn't
She
being
was-
subtle.
Yeah, she wasn't being subtle at all. He was like, oh, fancy running to you guys in here.
Please stop.
Was it hilarious? Was
No. It was... Listen, this is how good the episode was.
You've watched the other. It's like that.
It's the same quality?
Yeah.
This is how good it was. I started watching it, I think it was last night.
Yeah.
I started watching it at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fell asleep in the middle of the episode, woke up at 7, saw it on my screen, and went, no, I don't want to watch this anymore. And I turned it off. I got halfway through this episode. But it's so bad that I just, you know, there's like 3 aspects of a good anime: the characters, the plot, and the visuals.
It doesn't have any of
Bad
them.
visuals, terrible
It's not all
characters.
right visuals. Like,
Did it
and,
any
like,
more
There wasn't broken frames. There was a character where her eyes were out here.
was it one of the ones you already seen? Or was it a new character? Because she just could have done
It was a new
that.
character. She was like, there was a signing at the start.
Oh, yeah, there's this voice actress chick who's like, he's a really big fan, and then
Uh-huh.
she wants to call the brother, just so it annoys the little sister.
Yeah,
Is that the other chick from the intro?
yeah.
Yeah, like she's got
Right.
like,
But she's like,
brown hair.
Yeah.
she dropped her books and she picked them back up, and her eyes were like out here. And I was like, oh my god, it's a goldfish. It was. Just watch the show. So that's what we're going to be doing next week, apparently.
Alright, well, we'll have to flip the coin again to see what my next vote is. So, well, you two vote, and then I'll... And then
No,
I'll
I reckon we should just flip first. 'cause-
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
well, if all 3 of you flip...
No, you just flip.
Oh, okay.
You flip first. Is it heads again?
Yeah, heads is in, tails is out. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, it's 2...
I hate you.
It's 2 in there.
Should I just make it advance as well so it stays in?
No.
So that's 2 out of 6, which is
A pass.
surprisingly high. It's the lowest so far.
I don't want to do it anymore.
No, didn't fucking Sumo get lower?
No, Sumo got 3.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I think I know a show that might also get this.
Alright, so moving
I
on.
just lost your 20 cents. Oh no, there it is.
Cool, I know, I totally know. 20 cents. Going from My Sister, My Rider, a particularly weak show, to a slightly, possibly stronger show. A show that has been stronger in the past couple weeks. Run with the Wind. Yep. Boom.
Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Didn't get my seal of approval because it wasn't as strong as the other
Did
ones.
Goblin Slayer get you through?
Yes.
Okay. Run with the Wind, Episode 4. Runner Kageyama has flashbacks to Nam, or at least his equivalent, high school track meets. He remembers being so good that no one even came close to him, but this causes a rift between him and his old team. He doesn't want to try with his new team because he's worried it will happen again. I think. Meanwhile, we find out that Sleepy Redhead Boy is an old teammate of Runner Kageyama, who turns up again at the finishing spot of the boys' next run. He criticizes their team and even gets angry when he finds out they want to compete, but then the team gets all anime motivational and he leaves. Now it looks like after a little bit of team bonding, Runner Kageyama might actually be prepared to act like a team player, but with the character profile of
Can't
But
read your
with
own
the
notes.
character... Oh, I wrote this, so I'm going to read it, but it doesn't make sense. Runner Kageyama might actually be prepared to act like a team player, but with the character profile of reluctant hero, I wouldn't be so sure. It's meant to be hero, I put reluctant here.
Ah,
Loved it here. I don't think it's so sure.
No, he's a reluctant hero. Which... This episode was good. It was not as good as last week's.
Mhm. But I'm still happy that with what it was.
I mean, we got a decent amount of past information, which
We understand why he doesn't want to run with the group, but that's so stupid.
I hate that. Japanese anime does that all the time.
He's too good. Let's hate him.
Yeah, it did it in Anime Yell, which was what we criticized it for.
Mhm.
So I can't give this show a pass just because it's better than Anime Yell. It's weak.
Yeah.
Plot point. It bothers me when shows do that. They did it in Anime Yell, they did it in Real Life, which I just watched. They've done it in this one. They did it in Haikyuu with the real Kageyama.
The real Kageyama, yeah.
Yeah. Although I guess he kind of just a jerk.
Yeah,
As
kind of
well.
just a butt, yeah.
But, I mean, it was still sort of the same thing. He was really good, and so no one wanted to play with him.
Japanese weird. But, yeah,
But,
this was still good. This was still proper. I really enjoyed this episode.
I did as well. I mean, I can't think of any, like, amazing main points that happened.
There wasn't, like, things where I'm like, oh, and when this happened, I'm like,
Yeah,
it was good.
That's it. I'm going to say the same thing. Like, there's no, like, super standout moments. There was a couple standout moments that I was roll my eyes at, like Prince giving his speech,
And then, yeah, that was...
and like yeah,
I thought that was funny more than it was, like...
or like
supposed to
we're
be.
being super. I don't know if it was meant to be funny. I think it was meant to be like a genuine like anime like motivational speech moment.
Yeah, but when he passes
When he passes out, it was like that was a cool little
Yeah.
joke at the end. And we are slowly seeing them get better.
Yeah, like Prince
Ran faster than a butterfly. I'm proud of you, Prince.
You ran past a butterfly.
I mean, what did he do? He did 5Ks in 35 minutes,
Yep.
which isn't great, but like that's not
It's okay.
that's not the sort of pace it looked like he was doing.
Yeah.
That's way quicker than what it looked like he was doing.
He did a...
That's 7 minutes a K.
Yeah, 7 minutes a K.
Which, again, that's like
Yeah, I can hear him going...
that's like a slow
I like
jog. But it looked like he was just like limping the entire
Yeah, he looked
way.
like he was about to die.
What
Every
did
time he
Kageyama
stepped.
do? Rona Kageyama do?
He did 13 minutes.
14.
13 minutes in 5k.
Well, in the intro, his teammates did 13-minute 5Ks, and they
Yeah.
were getting yelled at by their coach.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, but he did like 14 and he said,
Yeah.
like the record was like, oh,
You're holding back. Plus, he also has to run back as well.
Yeah.
Which is it's a very different...
Story.
No, it's a very different running style you'd do if you were just doing 5Ks, or if you were doing 10. Like, you wouldn't go your 5K pace in a 10K race.
Mm.
You know?
But yeah, it was... Do you want to explain why you didn't like it? Other than it's just running?
You know when you said there's no points that stand out, it's like, oh, I really like that. The points that stand out to me are the things I didn't like. About
Which
it.
part didn't you like?
Literally everything.
What?
Like, I hate the running in it because nothing fucking happens. It like literally, it's like literally the show stops for that amount of time when they're running. Like they do all the talking and that's fine. I quite like the talking
Yeah.
bit, but as soon as when the running, it's like, alright, I'll get up and get a glass of water or something.
Did you enjoy when they were all sitting down? The guy was like, "Are you doing the Hake Kokuden or something?" And then
He didn't
they
ask
all-
if they were doing the Haki Koku.
Yeah,
He didn't expect them to be doing it.
Yeah.
I don't quite know what he thought they were doing.
Did you like the speech though? Did you like the speeches and stuff?
No.
You didn't.
That
That was
was
stupid.
that was the weakest part of the episode for me. Was the speeches. That and
I like the interaction between like the characters, like
Yeah.
back and forth,
when
like
they
banter.
like when they're in the house or something. Yeah.
Like if it was a slice of life, and just like
Yeah.
a couple of people just like getting through high school, get rid of the running.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon it'd be a quality show. But the running, it's like it stops the episode.
Yeah.
Like it stops progressing. I feel like,
it. I mean, it's a similar thing.
and the
with-
backstory is fucking stupid. It's like he's too good of a runner.
It's
It's like, all right,
that part
leave
of-
them behind,
Yeah.
and find some people who are like at your level.
Yeah, that's it. If your team hates you for being too good, guess what? That's their problem.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Fuck 'em.
It's not gonna matter in 3 years when you're on the Olympic team
Yeah,
and you're surrounded by people who are just as good. And if they're not just as good, guess what? You're the best in the world. Congratulations,
Yeah.
you're a millionaire.
yeah, that's exactly right.
You know.
And if you're that good, go fucking interstate and shit. I'm sure
Yeah.
you could get a scholarship if you wanted to.
Yeah, like why? Maybe it'll explain why he didn't.
Because he's a little bitch.
He didn't. Did you reckon? Because that was his second year in the track meet.
Yeah.
It might be like, oh, he didn't even do it in third year, so he didn't get into a good like sports university.
Maybe.
Maybe, but
But he also has a gambling.
that's still not a
problem.
good fucking
We
problem.
found out he has a gambling problem.
Yeah, but again, that's just like adding fuel. It's like, oh,
That
we
didn't
need to do something else.
It explained nothing. It was like, oh, he's got a gambling problem. Are you going to
That's why
address
he's
that?
poor.
Yeah, anymore? Nah, not really.
So if he didn't have a gambling economy, he'd be able to live in a decent place
yeah, and eat bread and, not steal it.
and eat bread and not steal it, and he
that
wouldn't
scene was
stay in with those people and get in the fucking track and field.
That's like, don't take the bread.
Like, everything is too conveniently
placed.
placed to end up to where it is. And like he's fucking traumatic about it. He's so good, and he's like running like all dramatically. He's like, "No, get out of my head. This is bad."
Oh, that was dumb.
I was like,
Yeah, the flashback scene at the beginning was fine. The going back and watching him like steal his own bread and be like, "What are you?
my
What are
favorite
you
part
doing, man?"
about this season so far,
Mhm.
or about these episodes so far, is when he's blackmailing the people.
Yes,
the
Haji did that.
Haji's still...
That is the best.
Haji's still the best. Oh, the twins. I like the twins.
The twins and Haji are the best. Oh, Smoker Dude.
Smoker Senpai has done nothing since episode
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, he still did something.
No, he's
No,
done
he's done
nothing since
nothing.
episode 2.
Yeah, it's still something.
Every other character has now done more than him,
Yeah.
except for King. King has added nothing.
Who's king?
He's can't
Yeah,
do
exactly.
anything.
Exactly.
Who's King?
That's King is the guy who's really good at Jeopardy.
Oh, him.
Yeah. He's
Well-
he's added nothing to the show so far.
Completely forgot who that
The
was.
twins add comedy.
Twins are funny.
You know what I kind of annoys me about the show?
Everything.
How every episode they go, "Boy, that was a tiring run. Are you tired? I'm sure tired. Let's all hang out on the lawn." And they just sit in the grass around the lake for a little while, and then just talk about how tired they are.
And then Haji's like, time for breakfast. I'm like, we're gonna go run back to the house for breakfast. That's every episode.
I
Happens
remember
at least
that.
once.
So let's go have breakfast.
And that's a pretty weak criticism on my part, but they've done it 3 episodes in a row now. They've all kind of just sat around and talked about how tired they are.
I mean, yet again, this episode was not as strong as the last episode. There was no scenes where I was like, that was funny, I'm gonna remember that scene. It was just an episode.
The scenes I remember are the dumb scenes, but
Yeah.
I remember it liking the show more than I disliked it.
There's no scenes where I'm like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. There's no scenes like that. They're all scenes like, oh, I liked that, or it was just there.
That's a good point. There were no scenes where I'm like, I hate this scene.
Yeah.
There were scenes where I was like, this is dumb, but
It's funny. The
no,
dumb
was,
is also blocked.
the dumb was not funny. The watching him like as a ghost stealing food wasn't funny. It was just stupid.
Yeah,
And then what was a weird ghost running scene?
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, they're like running through an alleyway.
oh
And
yeah.
he's like chasing himself.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
Like,
about. It's like, why?
Yeah, it was stupid.
You like running? What? You
Hey, big bro, you like running?
Do you like running? Huh? Do you like running?
Anyway, I
I
enjoyed
felt like
this
just picking up my screen and going, nope.
Well,
Run out my house.
I'm gonna pop up my second vote. Still in advance. I'm still digging it.
Yeah.
You're really not liking it.
I'm not liking it.
You know what else
I'm
I'm not
digging
liking? My Sister Maroda, but
Hey, still got the lowest so far, guys. Still got the lowest so far.
yeah,
And you want it to advance.
yeah. You love this show.
I don't want to watch.
Put that on.
I don't want to watch.
I'm going to put that on your tombstone.
I don't want to watch.
He liked the show.
You
Double
like the
voted. Double voted my sister, my writer. I really don't want to watch 40 minutes of the show, guys. I'm scared.
Everyone vote. Oh no, it doesn't matter.
Next we have Boarding School Juliet.
I don't.
You can't man a game.
Yeah.
Triple knockout.
Oh.
I'll just
Was I the one who locked in slime?
you locked in slime.
Yes.
Good choice.
You're welcome.
Juliet episode 4. It looks like the consequences of last episode don't exist and it's study camp for the Black Dogs. They do this every year, but it turns out the whole thing is organized by Hasuki, Inazuko's best, oldest, and possibly only friend, because she's in love with him and wants him to pass his tests. Inazuka overhears her saying all this, and so he tells her everything about him and Persia. This confession leads to a wacky chase between the two, and Izuku tries to murder Inazuka with a sword. The whole thing comes to a head when Char and Persia get involved, and ends up with Persia falling off a cliff. Without thinking, Inuzuka jumps after her, which shows to Hasuki how much he really cares about Persia. Despite not liking it, Hazuka decides to try to accept their relationship and agrees to keep it a secret while continuing to be Inuzuka's friend.
They need to stop.
What did
They need to stop Romeo being stupid. They need to stop him.
the fucking
Oh my God.
stupid fucking...
What was that? Stop playing with
I'm
those!
sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. That scared me.
You're gonna put that in slow motion, aren't you?
I don't know if I have slow-mo on this camera.
Oh,
What are we talking about?
You
Romeo
said-
being stupid. I said we need to stop Romeo being stupid.
They need to stop
It's not, it's
introducing new, like, love triangle shit.
you know what? There's a point in this episode, right, where I'm watching it, and it's Hasuki is chasing chasing Inuzuka like across like the fence, and Char looks out the window, and like she puts together like, oh yeah, he must have told her about Persia, and I sit there and I think, you know what? It's actually kind of interesting how like you kind of got to keep track of who knows what, and there's like these weird like strings all attached. You know, it's like, alright, so Char knows about Persia and Inuzuka. He also knows Hasuki loves Romeo and he doesn't love her back and sort of thing. So she kind of knows everything. So does Romeo. Hasuki knows about Persia, but she doesn't know about Char. Persia doesn't know Char's in love with her, but she will find out Inuzuka and, you know, you like, and then you got to try and think about that. And then 2 minutes later, everyone finds out everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that just ruined the most interesting part for me. Like, any sort of, like, web-based, like, trying to figure out who knows what, that at least adds a level to the show. And they took it away.
They just need to stop introducing characters.
There was no new characters introduced.
It doesn't...
No, stop introducing new,
relationships.
Love triangles.
Yeah, stop introducing relationships
Like-
with characters.
Like, their relationship isn't progressing.
No.
Like, it's, like, just
It's...
stop.
Stand still.
Like, they're casually dating.
They've got no
Yeah.
chemistry. They have
No.
no chemistry at all. The real Romeo and Juliet
Had some
had
sort of chemistry.
had chemistry. There is no chemistry between these two
No.
characters. I don't understand why they're why they
Why
together.
she said yes and why he likes her.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like, that that whole episode was just about them studying.
Yeah, well, it's about she does it to.
There's 3 days, so I thought that you would want to come and do this because I couldn't see you for 3 days.
Yeah.
It's like, huh, okay.
And then, yeah, she does that. The Hasuki puts on the show, or the study thing the entire time just for Romeo because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And like he needs as much help as he can get. And she gets crazy when she wears glasses, guys.
Yeah, alternate personality.
That's so stupid. Everything about the show.
This is your lock.
This
I
is
know, and I regret it. I thought...
Look, not everything about the show is awful. Just most of it.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
What
things...
isn't bad about the show?
I like how it looks.
Yeah, oh my god, it looks beautiful.
Which part?
The backgrounds. The backgrounds look beautiful. Every single background is just awesome. It looks awesome.
I think a couple are good. There was one great English moment.
Yeah.
We went and watched back twice.
I am a pen.
Yeah. Where they're like, we're gonna study, and one guy has a pen in his hand. He's like, I am a pen. That was
That
right
was the
there.
funniest part.
What you just showed me there was the best part of the episode.
Best part of the series.
I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
debatably, but that's because that was really good. But there was more of a criticism as to like how poor this episode was.
Yeah. It needed to step it up. It
It did after last
Something needs
week.
to progress.
After last week, you needed to step up, and it didn't step up.
It's trying to be longer
It's
than
not a
12
love
episodes.
story.
It's not.
It's not a love story. You're
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
It's not. There's no.
It's not like a
It's
romance.
all it does. It goes, hey, this character loves this character. Why? Because this character loves.
Because
this.
there was a play about it, and we need to have it.
That's it. They just say, why does this character love
Because.
this character? Show me a reason why. Oh, it's just because they're supposed to. Because he's Romeo and she was Juliet, so they're supposed to be in love
Yeah.
with each other. But, like, give me a reason why. Like,
But Persia hasn't seemed to be interested the love thing.
not at all. She looks.
That's what I'm saying.
She, like, every
she
so
looks bored.
every so often she'll be like, she'll say, "Oh no, like I really care about you," she'll say it or show it.
Yeah.
Show, don't tell. You know? You can tell for some reason, I don't understand why, but you can at least tell that Inuzuka, like, seems to be invested. I don't understand why he's invested, but he is. She has looked like no investment. Every time she's with him, she's like, this is annoying. Why are you doing this? Why'd you have me dressed up in this outfit again?
Yeah.
You know?
It's just not.
It's not a good show.
It's not. Oof. That's 0 out of 6, and that means my sister, my right, is still in it. Because you!
You have to watch 40 minutes! You have to watch 40 minutes!
Yeah.
When you watch it, can I come over and I'm just going to record your face through the whole thing?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
You know
please.
what the
have
best
to.
thing about this is, though?
What?
If I record it and the first episode finishes, like, time for the next one!
It takes me, honestly, it takes me about 35 minutes to watch an episode because I have to keep pausing it because it's torture. It's going to take me like an hour and a half.
That's what you get for not watching an episode. I told you this morning. I was like, Adam, you should watch this episode.
You see,
You
I
should watch
gave
it.
this Romeo and Juliet a double knockout because it was. I always give a double knockout to the worst show I watched of the week,
Yeah,
and this was, and I didn't watch My Sister, My Rider,
So
which
this-
would have got my double knockout. This show had to get it because it was the worst one I watched of the week. I'm being fair here, and being fair,
It's fucked you up.
it keeps screwing me, and I only brought this on myself.
Yeah, it is your fault. You got no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah.
I love it how we flip the coin at both of the times. It's like karma. You should have watched
It's
it.
like karma. You know, even if it had been double knockout for it on the coin flip, it would have gone on the wheel. Because I would have still
Yeah.
given this a double knockout.
Yeah.
But then at least it would have been a chance,
Yeah.
man. There would have at least been a chance.
Now you do have to watch 40 minutes, and it's going to
Yeah,
be
you
the
have to
best
watch
40 minutes
40.
for us ever. We're going to record you and be like,
Can it be like a
Oh.
sub, like a mini episode? Like
Yeah,
just your,
I
like-
will. I'll record myself. I'll put my webcam on
Yeah,
while I watch the show.
Yeah.
And I'll just have webcam. And you will see the life drain from my eyes.
you'll see him gradually go wider and wider until it just passes
my
out.
favourite part's going to be that. And can you like break it up as well? Like when you finish the episode and you go, yeah, for the next one.
Yeah.
And you have to watch them back to back.
I will watch them back to back. So moving on from that, we're on to the last show already.
Really?
We've only got 7.
Yeah, we do.
We've done... Well, I'm not going to go through the list. We've done them all.
Yeah.
What's the last one?
Kurikuri.
Karakuri Circus.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set, go. That's when you have to hold up a sign.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, one's already been voted out, isn't it?
Yeah. Weakest episode so far.
What?
Weakest episode so far.
Get lost.
Weakest episode so far.
Not the weakest episode, but
I think it was the weakest one. I was bored.
I
was
wasn't. I wasn't.
You know when the kid was about to be like all badass,
And then-
he wasn't.
Yep. And he was like... He went back to exactly what he was
Yeah.
before. How he went to his uncle and like immediately caved.
Mm.
It's like, what are you doing?
I thought you said you were going to change.
Yeah. You have a giant puppet monster. Kill him!
And how he was like a perfect like fit for Harley Quinn, where he could perfectly use the puppet.
That was so dumb. That's it. He's a born genius. He can do it without it. But you know what's lucky? He can pull off the super ultra mega move that kills every other puppet.
Yes.
That's the one thing he learned. Oh, brief pop synopsis then, because I didn't write one because I like it.
That's like also that's like 2 characters that have one arm.
But I'm gonna explain something to you here, buddy, in a moment after I've gone over this plot synopsis. Okay. Boys jumped out of the window. He hires the slaughter team.
Yeah.
They end up coming across, going back to his evil, creepy uncle who has Narumi and Shirogane like trapped by another puppet master. He then caves to his uncle and agrees to be his son, and then his uncle immediately tells him his plan is to actually
Kill them.
and not rescue them, which is the one condition he said when he agreed to adopt him. And this is like 30 seconds later. So I was like, why don't you just lie to him? And then he would agree, and instead he's now kicked you and broken your leg.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And then they take the giant puppet and break in and rescue Shirogane and Narumi, which they should have done before, because they had the puppet the whole time.
Yeah.
Then Narumi apparently is made of metal, and blades don't cut his arm because like there's like this guillotine puppet, and like we see it cut off a guy's head, and then it tries to cut off Narumi's arm, and like it shatters on it. Then Narumi beats up an entire room of people, even though he lost to one of the dudes, like in episode 2.
His aura is stronger, or whatever.
Yeah, or he's like, I'm furious. Oh, he also breaks open the metal cage through pure spirit. Which I wouldn't mind, right? I wouldn't mind them doing that if they'd set the tone that that's the sort of thing that exists in this universe.
Well,
Yeah.
fucking battle puppets, man. Anything is possible.
Yeah, but that's because they're not like... They don't use, like, Dragon Ball Z energy. They actually physically hit stuff. He literally broke it open with, like, spirit energy.
He put his arms against
Again, they're giant fucking puppets.
I guess. It didn't seem to fit with what the show was going with.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, then, I kind of got a little lost after that. Narumi beats them up, but Shirogane gets injured. Then Masura takes the puppet off of Shirogane, uses the special spinning tiger move, which
Takes
is like
him out.
it's a one-hit kill.
Yeah.
Takes out like every other bad guy that's left. Then a bomb goes off that was set
Apparently.
off earlier in the episode, like set on a timer earlier in the episode. As the house is burning down, everyone gets out except
The kid.
Masura, and because he's trapped, so
Because he falls
Narumi,
down.
yeah,
So Thingy
Narumi goes after him,
jumps down.
yeah, and he's like holding him to rescue him. The explosion has gone off, or then goes off,
Then goes off.
and then like Masura gets knocked out and wakes up, and like he's like, "Oh, Narumi's still got his arms wrapped around me. I'm safe." And then like it pans out, and literally all that's left is his arm. And then it ends. So, hate to break this news to you, Slugger. Narumi doesn't have just one arm. Narumi is dead.
I don't think he is.
All that
He's not
exists
dead.
of him is he's dead.
No, it's not.
There's no way. There's no way.
He said it's like he said, and that was it. Narumi was gone.
I guarantee he's not.
He's dead.
I
No.
guarantee he's not.
Have you not seen the fucking poster?
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's not. Unless this is the movie
No, he's dead.
where there's one more episode left, then he's dead. But he's not dead.
Narumi's dead.
He's not dead.
He's not. I'm
Can we
telling
get
you.
like some sword arm?
There's going to be like a twist where it's like,
Have you seen
Narumi's
the
the
poster?
puppet. That's why he could break the metal, the
Have
stupid
you seen
scissors.
Have you seen the poster?
He's at the front of it.
Yeah.
I know.
And he's got like that metal arm with like blades coming out of his.
Oh, you ruined it. I didn't know.
Are you serious? I didn't even see that. I thought you were saying
Yeah.
like he's the...
That's the poster. He's got like blades coming out of his arm.
I thought he was dead.
I knew he wasn't dead, but I didn't see the poster. I thought you meant like, have you seen the poster where he's on it? He's the main character. He's not going to die.
Fucking, oh, this isn't even my phone.
No, it's not. It looks nothing like your phone.
I honestly thought this was my phone. I was like, this isn't my phone.
I thought he was dead.
Why? You of all people should know.
Because, here's why I thought he was dead. Because the whole thing is Masura telling a story. Like, about his childhood. And he talks about, that was it, Narumi was gone.
Yeah, but he says it in a child's voice. The entire time
No.
he's a child.
No, we know this is him, like, he's telling the story back from when he's older.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a metal arm.
Yeah, there's definitely a puppet arm.
Yeah, see how he's got like blades like coming out of his arm?
Yeah.
I thought he was dead.
No, I'm telling you, there's no way he'd be dead. Look, we're on the same poster.
That's actually the poster I use as well, so that's embarrassing. I look at this every week. I thought he was dead.
Did you not pick that up?
No. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. He's the Winter Soldier. He's literally the
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
Like, he's probably just got knocked out and then
And lost
his arm.
and ripped his arm.
Someone probably came through, like, chopped his arm off, and then just...
I don't think anyone would do that.
No.
I think it came off in the explosion. Somehow perfectly.
Yeah.
Without
Like,
being injured at all.
perfect cut here.
I mean, it seems less dumb to me now then, if I know his arms come off and he's still alive, but I thought, like, his entire
Well,
body...
do you kind of find it funny how if there was an explosion enough to like vaporize him and keep his arm, it would have.
That's why I thought it was so dumb. That's why I thought it was so dumb. Because I'm like, everything got vaporized except his arm.
And
but
the
they
kid.
were pulling off dumb stuff like his arm was able to like stop blades. So I thought
Yeah.
because I did notice I think it was dumb. I was trying to work out if it was good or if it was stupid. I think it was stupid foreshadowing throughout the entire episode. How they were like, your arm is so special. I feel warm in your arm. And they kept talking about his arm, and then obviously his arm goes around them again, and then it stops the blade. And then, why is so much foreshadowing about his arm? Oh, it's because he loses it.
No, it's a different one, isn't it? Because he loses his...
Yeah, but it's all about...
But it's the right one.
Yeah, but
is the special
they're talking about his arm, you know?
Yeah, but the right one is his special one, and the left one is his normal one. And the left one, I think, is the one that gets chopped off.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. His arm's gone. He really does need a helping hand.
His human hand's gone.
Yes.
So now he's going to become like
a puppet man.
puppet man.
This episode was boring. I was bored.
Narumi was the problem with this episode.
Yeah.
Every scene that he was in there...
No, Masura was the problem with the problem in this episode.
Yeah, the kid.
Masura was
Whatever
the
the
problem.
guy's name.
Masura. Narumi's the buff dude, Masura's the kid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Masura was the problem in this
I hate the
episode.
kid.
Yeah.
There's like...
If I survive this, I'm going to be...
I'm going to stop being a crybaby. Okay, well then do it.
Well, then do it.
Stop crying. You cried like
Okay.
4 more times this episode.
Wait.
Right.
Okay, I'll be your son. Okay. It's like, wait. You really going to fall for that kid?
Yeah, I kind of love that dude. He's kind of like, what are you doing, idiot?
Yeah.
Like, no.
And like, the uncle and if the uncle went, what? No, I'm not going to kill him straight up. He probably would have gone, oh, okay, see, you're wrong.
Yeah, instead his uncle's like, how did you figure out my dastardly plan?
It was
It's a bad show.
That was...
weak episode.
And again, the puppets fight scenes are too short.
Show them... Have some sort of conflict. We've seen puppets kill people, but we've not seen puppets fight puppets. Alright?
The puppets are is the difference between that anime and other anime. Like,
It is. They make the puppets seem like they're this big, huge driving force behind it, and they're in like 5% of the show.
yeah. They need to flesh out the puppets.
They just need to have the puppets fight.
They should have like a proper fight.
Yeah.
Not just like,
No, like when he grabbed the strings off her, I thought, this is going to be dumb, but at least he's going to fight it. Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Because he only remembers one move.
Which is the good one.
A Queen, spiraling tiger. And it just destroys
It
everything.
needs to work on what it's good at, and it should stick to it. But
But I don't think it
So
knows
far.
what it is.
I don't think it does what it is either. It doesn't.
It's trying to be an action. It's trying to be a drama.
It's trying to be. It's like mystery. Like these.
Why is the world like this?
Yeah, these guys are against these guys, and these guys are teamed up with these guys, and I don't think I gave anything my seal of approval this week.
no, you didn't.
And like, I was thinking,
To Goblin Slayer episode
Goblin
1.
Slayer episode 1.
Good choice.
yeah,
And Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 gets my seal
Yeah.
of approval for
Red
this
Dead
week.
Redemption 2.
What are you doing? Because I have actually been looking forward more to Red Dead Redemption 2 than watching any of these shows.
Yeah.
So, I
You guys
think
gonna have your daily Red Dead Redemption chat?
there's not much more to talk about. We already did have it.
We had it before.
We have John Marston.
John Marston.
John Marston's cool. I didn't like this guy at first. I really like Arthur now. He's way darker.
I'm growing my beard out.
Have you got him with a beard? I've got him just with stubble.
No, I'm
I've
growing.
got not the shortest, the second shortest is what I keep him with.
Oh.
You can grow his beard.
Yeah.
It just grows. Like in some games, like you'll go to like a hairdresser's,
Yeah.
and you can like just get any style you want.
Yeah.
This one, like you have to let your hair grow out,
Oh.
and then you unlock the different styles.
That's cool.
Yeah. Like if you cut your hair too short, then you can't unlock.
I'm gonna
certain
play it
ones.
tonight. I'm gonna play it tonight.
I said no, you're not, because I'm gonna play it.
Alright,
So
well...
good. Alright. Recap of the scores. That means that Boarding School Juliet is
out.
out. You're the first lock to be
It's out.
voted out. No, well, I guess you just didn't have the best choice, Alex.
Did not. But... You know what's the best part about this episode? You have to watch 40 minutes
Yeah.
of My Sister, My Writer.
We're down to almost the best half of the shows, and it's still in. It doesn't.
In hindsight,
it doesn't.
it's your own fault.
Yeah,
doesn't
you do love this
The
show.
fact that it came this far is completely your fault.
It doesn't deserve this. It doesn't deserve to be in the top half. It's been the worst one since.
You love this show. You gave it 2 advances. You have no way to like
I
it.
know what you're talking about. You're like, yeah, this is a great show. 2 advances.
Yeah,
Not
You love
1, 2.
yeah, you love it that much.
This is all you, buddy. Why aren't you telling us?
This might go to the top 3.
Yeah. What if it goes to the top 3, Rogers?
I'll kill myself.
Oh god,
I don't want to watch it.
Well,
You gotta watch 40 fucking minutes of
You
this
should
shit.
just not watch it this week, and then watch how next week we'll do another thing. If he doesn't watch it, we'll give him automatically 2 advances, so he has to watch an hour.
It's like double or nothing. It's
Yeah.
like,
Is that my punishment? If I miss one, I got to
Yep.
double advance it. Well, I'm not missing it. I didn't want to miss it. I just left it and then never got around to it. I only got back last
I
night.
doubt you're gonna make the same mistake again.
I won't.
And you gotta watch 40 fucking minutes of these. It's gonna be great.
It'd be so funny.
Thank you for watching Tournament Arc, episode 4. I'm gonna go slit my wrists and then watch My Sister, My Rider.
Ready for the double
2
thing?
episodes.
This is how you end it.
2 episodes of My Sister, My Rider.
That was a good one. Alright, go watch.